Hello everyone and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast is part of the Calyces Chronicle series. This audio podcast is part of a MaelZtorm Cortex. This audio podcast is part of a laminostics analysis, and this audio podcast is part of a storm robotics production. This audio podcast highlight we'll have some aims around some peer reviewed works. This peer review works from 2012. So the aim of the review of this review or the review was to explore and understand at least the current literature, at the time surrounding coping in young people with CKD. And in addition, the review aimed to understand understand number one, the processes and strategies and ways of coping utilized by young people with CKD, and determine what mechanisms they adapt to cope. Number two, to identify the main challenges young people with CKD face. Number three, to determine and describe whether or not the coping strategies or processes adapted are helpful. And number four, what coping with CKD actually means to young people. The next audio podcast in this series will delve into some of the sort of methodology or the designs around this literature works on this literature review, and this sort of peer review works from 2012. That draws this audio podcast to a close around the Calyces Chronicle series. This audio podcast is part of a MaelZtorm Cortex, and this audio podcast is part of a laminostics analysis, and this audio podcast is part of a storm robotics production.